Welcome to Perfect Diamond Painter, although you don't have to be perfect to make something amazing. Okay, welcome back. Today we are going to try to finish our cowgirl for Diamond Grandma's Cultures 24. All we have left is her jeans and her shirt and some on her boots. I think we can get her done. I have another one just like her, but she's walking, that I might do after this one. Let's pour number 5s in. Shake it up. So how's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty good. And make sure my pen has wax on it. All right. So, let's see, what can we talk about today? I don't really know what to talk about today. I've told you guys that I lived with my grandparents. I wasn't close with my mom until I was an adult. But then she lived so far away that I didn't get to see her much. Until she was in the hospital, I got a call. Actually, I got a message from somebody that I didn't even talk to. It was one of my oldest daughter's friend's girlfriend. And she messaged me and said, your mom's in the hospital and she's not gonna make it. So I called my aunt, and then we called around, finally figured out that my mom was in the hospital. And I went up there to see her. Didn't think it was nothing bad at first. But she looked different when I walked in. I didn't even hardly recognize her. But then they did all the tests and stuff. At first it was just she was there because she fell in the shower and hurt her ribs. That's where she thought all the pain was coming from. But she had lung cancer. And at first they thought they could do treatment and I was going to bring her home with me. But 3 weeks later, she passed away. So that didn't work out. But I stayed up there the whole 3 weeks in the hospital with my mom. I left one time just to go to the doctor, and then I came back. She didn't think I was going to stay. She told me that I had to get home, and I told her I wasn't leaving because nobody else was up there with her. All her kids did come up and see her before she passed away. The last one was my brother Gary. He came up there, and when he walked in, she said, "That's my baby." Because he's the baby. He's the youngest. and that was in 2016. And then this year, in April, my brother passed away. Unexpectedly. Yeah, if I could say the word right. So, and I have a custom of that I got. I think I got it like a 40 or 50 by 60 or something like that. It's a bigger one. It's my mom and my brother, my baby brother. And I'm hoping it turns out good. I'm gonna do the other one, even though I don't know how it's gonna look. I'm gonna do it just to see if it looks okay. It was an old picture, probably not taken on a very good, I don't even remember what phone I had back then when I took that picture. And I think the picture itself came off of like a picture that I had. That was probably taken on a disposable camera. But I'm hoping that it turns out good. I'm gonna give it to my daughter, my oldest one. Kind of dark, I can't really see the 5s. My other brother, my next youngest one, we were supposed to start, because we seen each other at the funeral, and we hadn't seen each other in a while. Since I've seen him once or twice since my mom's funeral. But we were supposed to start seeing each other more, hanging out more, but I still haven't seen him. Family just don't do what family used to do. We used to get together, have cookouts, and like visit. But now we don't. The only family I see regularly is my aunt. I go to her house and visit with her. I gotta finish her painting for her where I can mount it to this board that I got at the Goodwill. And take it to her. She's saving a spot on her wall. Then I have to do the kids's. And take theirs to them. understand why people go by revving their engines like that. I live right by schools, and there's constantly teenagers revving their engines. Well, I think it's teenagers. I don't hear it too much when school's out, but as soon as school starts back, so I don't know where my cat went. He was waiting for me down here by my feet. When I sat in my recliner, he lays across my feet. At night, he lays across my chest or on my feet. And then Luna, she'll lay on me because she can't go out there with my husband. I don't sleep in a bed, I sleep in my recliner because I can't lay down flat. So she tries to go out there. He'll let her out there in the room, but then she won't step down the steps. But I think it's because her nemesis, the vacuum cleaner, is on the steps. She hates the vacuum cleaner. Every time I bring it in here to vacuum, she slaps at it and hisses at it. Yep. Add one on the side. My son, the one I told you that was diamond painting, I thought he had stopped. I asked him, I said, "You're not going to do no more?" And he said, "Oh yeah, I just keep forgetting. And when I remember, it's too late." He picked it up last night and started diamond painting again. So I have one kid that likes to diamond paint. My daughter, she does paint by numbers. And they're so affordable in Temu that we just keep getting her some. Right now she's doing, what are you doing now?
Family.
Oh, yeah, family for my aunt. This is what it'll look like. She's done the F and the A, and she's working on, she's done some of the flowers. This is Astronaut she just finished. This is what it looks like. She's gonna get her a book and put the stickers in it and write the date she started and the date she finished. She's gonna have a log book. I think we already have the book. We bought some.
We just never started it.
Mm-hmm. We just never started it. I was gonna start one for my diamond paintings, but some of them go fast, so I don't know if I'll do it for the small ones or just the big ones. But yeah, we'll have to find a frame for the family one when she gets it finished. I honestly don't think I could do paint by numbers. I don't think I'm patient enough for that. I'm good with this diamond paint. I used to do puzzles all the time when I was able to set in the floor. I can't do it no more because my knees and everything. I used to sit in the middle of the floor and do puzzles. I don't think I could do puzzles anyway. Cats would mess with it. I'd be down there trying to do a puzzle and lose a piece, and one of the cats would have it. I used to glue them onto poster board and hang them up. I had a bunch that I had done, and I had them under my bed to attach, and then kind of forgot about them. And then they got destroyed. They all mixed around. I didn't know which one was which, so I tossed them all. And then I had some I was gonna do, and I had them out there in my room, well, in my husband's room, and the air conditioning we had started leaking and leaked all over them and rent them. So I had to toss those. I think we got all the 5s. I was gonna put it up without taking the 6s out. Now we move on to her blue jeans. I used to dress like this when I was 16. I wore cowgirl boots. And I wore the jeans and the Western style shirts. Used to tease my hair, dress up and go out. There was this place in where I used to live when I was a teenager. I used to live in West Siloam Springs, Arkansas. It's right across the border of Oklahoma. And they had this place in there that was, you could go in there when you're underage, but then they also had a bar, but you couldn't go back where the bar was, or up at the front where the bar was, unless you were 21. But they had a dance floor, pool tables, karaoke, they had all sorts. We used to go in there and we do line dancing. I used to love it. Play pool. Yeah, it was fun. I always had one of my brothers up there with me though. My oldest brother would always try to watch me. Make sure I didn't do nothing I wasn't supposed to. And then that's the same year as 16. Boy cat's being a little too rough. Sorry about that. But yep, that's the same year I ended up pregnant with my oldest daughter. So I guess that he didn't watch me too closely. Yep, I had her when I was 16 too. I had her 6 days before my 17th birthday. She was born early. I had preeclampsia or toxemia. I think they used to call it one, now they call it another. And she only weighed 3 pounds and 4 ounces when she was born. She was tiny. And then my niece was born a few years later. She's the same age as, I think she's a little older than my oldest son. And she was only 1 pound. No, actually I think she's younger. I'm bad about keeping up with ages. I don't know if it's my EDS brain. I forget so much stuff. I went 1 year thinking I was older than I was. I made myself older for almost a whole year and then realized I wasn't that age. Used to tell my kids to do something and I'd watch them do it and then I'd ask them if they did it. They said, "You watched me do it." Very forgetful. Yeah. That one tried to escape. And my daughters are both kind of, we haven't had it approved. Well, my oldest daughter has. The doctor told her she has EDS. He's a specialist doctor. Same one that told me I had EDS. I need to get my youngest daughter up there and get her diagnosed. Because she's already having problems. At 20. Yeah. Or 12. Her brother says she's still 12. He don't want her to grow up, so every time she says she's 20, he says, "You're 12. You'll always be 12. So she can never age. My grandma used to tell me she was 29 and holding. Every year on her birthday, I'd say, "How old are you?" And she'd say, "I'm 29 and holding." She never aged. used to go visit them every weekend when they lived in Haskell. And I'd take them beans and fried taters. Sometimes I'd cook fried chicken, but most of the time they just wanted beans. My grandpa loved his beans and cornbread. And he'd take the cornbread and put some milk in it. And then I'd make him pineapple upside down cake. And every year for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, I'd make him pumpkin pies. I remember one year, I made him 2 pumpkin pies, took them to him. They turned out really good. He's sitting there and he's eating it. And I said, well, how was it? He said, it was good. But next time, can you put a little more sugar in it? And that's when I realized I had forgot the sugar. I told him, I said, why did you eat that? You should have told me. And so I threw those away and went home and made him 2 more. We have some little bitty ones here. It's gonna be the little slivers. See how easy I can see those. Not very easy. Might have to get my light pad. What? What do you want? You're jumping up here, aren't you? Don't jump on my painting. You're thinking about it, aren't you? Come here then, just for a minute. Come on. You're gonna look at the camera again? You making your YouTube debut? 2nd time. They can't see your face. Now they can. Oh, you mean you move? You don't want them to see your face? You're gonna have to move where I can finish. They didn't log on to see you. Or did they? Did they come just to see you? Is this Zen channel now? They can't even see nothing but the table. You're out of frame. You're out of frame. Okay, you're gonna have to move. No. I know you want to stay up here, but you can't. I gotta make sure I'm in frame. Zinni wanted to say hi. Let's see. I don't know if this one will be easier. Not really. Trying to think if I need to get the light pad. move. Sorry about this. I have to get my light pad where I can see. This is my little light pad, or I should say my daughter's light pad. I gave it to her. My son's been using it for his. Oh. Now let's see if this works better. I couldn't see it without it. These always give me a little problem. So, oh my goodness, it's not wanting to pick them up. I don't know how some people can use the tweezers. It would take me forever to try to do it with tweezers. I honestly don't think I could do it. Where was I before? Oh yeah, I was talking about my grandpa and his love for cornbread and fried taters. Yeah, the first holiday after my grandma passed away, I made Grandpa stuff and took it to him, but he barely ate any of it. He wasn't himself. He missed my grandma. My whole time growing up, they always called each other Mama and Daddy. Never by their name.
Ella.
Then I remember one time my grandpa had went and got something for my grandma. He had it inside of his coat. And she could only see the pink nose. And she said, "You got me a pig?" He said, "I didn't know you wanted a pig. Do you want a pig?" He had got her a white puppy. And it had the pinkest little nose. And she called it Snowball. But yeah, she thought it was a pig. We're at 36 minutes already. This is gonna take forever. Let me pause and do the little ones, and then I'll come back when I'm on the big ones. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got all the little ones done. Now we will do the other ones. Just have a little bit left and our cowgirl will be done. Yeah, I had to pause it because those little ones always takes all my concentration because they're so tiny. So I have another one kitted up that's for Diamond Grandma's Cultures event. There's another Asian lady. And I have one more of her that I'll probably do for the cultures. I'm almost finished with another one for my son's friend. They gave us 3 flowers and then we only need 2. I hope you all like the whipping chats. I know this week it's only been whipping chats. Tomorrow I might do a kit up video of one of my canvases for next month. And I gotta make sure I have enough things to kit them up all up in. Well, that got stuck where it wasn't supposed to be. I think I have like 3, maybe 4 big canvases. I have to figure out what I want to do for Diamond Grandma's Cultures. I have a panda from Art Dot. I thought about doing it. But then I have just 2 little lambs. Then I forgot what else I have. I'm fixing probably today or tomorrow. I'm gonna put some nails on. I got me some Glamnetics nail glue. I'm gonna try and see if that works better than some of the other ones I've been trying to use. That way my nails aren't so short and can't grow my nails. They grow a little bit and then they break. I've never been able to grow my nails. All right. She is done. And she looks pretty. And again, this is for Diamond Grandma's Cultures event. Cultures 24. And it's my cowgirl. She is so cute. She got the little cows and the little lambs behind her. And I don't know what that is. I think it's a pig, but I'm not sure. But thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give me a like. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And see what else we can come up with. If you guys want to see the whip and chat on the other girl, let me know. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for watching. And remember, mistakes are a part of the bigger picture and may even turn it into a masterpiece.